Welcome back, guys. Ever faced a situation where your query is too complex to be handled by a simple method name in Spring Data JPA? Well, in this video, I'll show you exactly how to write and execute such custom queries. It's super powerful and way easier than you think. As you can see on my screen, we're going to run this query using JPQL and Spring Data JPA. It will fetch employees with the highest salary who either belong to a specific department or whose age is greater than a certain value. In simple words, today we're learning how to execute JPQL queries using Spring Data JPA. Okay. It will return a list of employees. Here, you can name the method anything you like, there's no restriction. I'm using find high salary employee by department or age. In our query, we have three filter conditions. So we need to take these as method parameters, and Spring Boot will automatically use these values when executing the JPQL query. Alright guys, check this out. For complex queries that our usual method names can't handle, Spring Data JPA gives us the @query annotation from org.springframework.data.jpa.repository package, which lets us run any JPQL query directly in the repository. Super powerful for complex queries that method names can't handle. @query annotation actually has multiple attributes, but for most cases, and for what we're doing today, we only need one value attribute. All we have to do is pass our JPQL query into the value attribute. That's it. Spring Data JPA will automatically execute the query, map the results to our entity, and even handle the method parameters we define. Alright, now let's write our JPQL query with named parameters. Make sure the named parameters in your JPQL query exactly match the variable names in your method parameters. But don't worry, if you want to use different names, that's totally possible. See here. I'm using dept in the query, but my method variable is named department. To resolve this, just add the @param annotation right before the method variable and pass the named parameter name inside it. Spring will automatically bind the value for you. Okay. Write next part of query. Check this out, guys. It's that simple. Just drop your JPQL query into the @query annotation. Give the method any name you like. Pass the values through named parameters. And the best part? Spring Data JPA handles everything else automatically, executing the query, binding the parameters, and mapping the results. And one important thing to note. The order of the method parameters doesn't matter, you can pass them in any order. Spring Data JPA will automatically match each parameter to its named parameter in the JPQL query. Alright, next, let's quickly create a REST API to call our JPQL method. take department and age and salary as request parameters. Let's start the application. Alright, let's hit our API. I'm sending the request with Department, Developer. Salary, 20,000. Age, 40. C. The API returned the list of employees matching our criteria, either from the developer department or with age greater than 40, and whose salary is greater than 20,000. Alright, now let's check in the database. As you can see, the database contains 31 records in total. Check out the console. The exact JPQL query we wrote is running automatically. Spring Data JPA is translating it into SQL and fetching the data for us. Alright guys, that's it for this video. We successfully executed a custom JPQL query using Spring Data JPA and fetched employees based on multiple conditions. In the next video, I'll show you how to execute raw SQL queries using Spring Data JPA. So make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and press the bell icon so you don't miss it.